I'm Detective Inspector Frank Creed, and there's something I want you to know. I spent 2 years of my life in the hospital, in a coma, and when I woke up, I knew nothing. I had no memory. I was shrouded in darkness. I had no memories of the past, the ones I cared for, and the people I loved. They did not exist to me. I did not know who I was, what I had done, or where I had came from. I did soon leave the hospital, and I became something. It took time. It took power, effort, and hope, but I became someone again. Eventually I made my way onto the police force. I stayed strong. I always had hope. I'm somebody again. It's possible. It's always possible. You must never give up hope. Never let that passion die, because if that fire goes out, if those embers die, then you will have nothing but darkness. And when darkness takes over, you're done. It's like a parasite digging into your mind, burrowing into your flesh, through your bones, into your skull. And when that happens, it's game over. Thing is, I've been a police officer now. Well, a detective police officer. Those were the days. Such memories I made for myself, because I had nothing else. I had no memories before that. But I've been a detective for 8 long years. 8 years of building myself back up from where I began. You see, I worked a case about 6 years ago. A man, he went by the name of the Twisted Shadow Killer. When we first met face to face, it turns out he knew who I was. He knew my true identity. Thing is, when I found all his killings, all the ways he killed his victims, truly sickened me, but nothing made me fear him more. Nothing made me more sickened than to find out he knew me. We once were friends, or we still are. I mean, at the time, he greeted me when we first came face to face as brother. He said, "Hi, brother. It's been a while. It's nice to see you're still among the living." I had no idea what I was in for. I did pull the trigger, and so did he. Thing is, my bullet didn't take him down, and his bullet, well, it was a warning, 'cause he missed. Unless he did that on purpose. I mean, would you ever kill your own flesh and blood? In fact, that's a question that has no relevance, because he did kill his flesh and blood, his third victims, well, his mother, his father, and his sister were his victims. I'm sorry, he killed them. They became his victims the third time he killed. I'm sorry, it's truly sickening. Was the time he slaughtered his whole family. The way he did it was something out of nightmares. Something you couldn't even imagine. You couldn't even picture it. Something it would be tricky to even create. What he did was twisted. It's funny. He didn't kill me, but he killed them. But the more I think about it, maybe he did try to kill me. That's why I ended up in the hospital. Maybe he was the one that put me there, and he came back to finish the job. If that's the case, I'm going to be ready for him.